Hi everyone. Good evening to all. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Just waiting for you all to join. If you have joined, then please type hi on the comment box so that I can know that you have joined. Hello. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Hi, I welcome you all onto the live session on the importance of mindful parenting. Good evening, Anchal ji. Thank you for confirming. I am Anjana Nair, a parenting coach from Ahmedabad. I would like to thank Delhi Public School Ahmedabad for giving me this opportunity to share my knowledge on parenting to you all. Thank you, DPS Bhopal Ahmedabad. For those who just joined me, I would like to. I would like to tell that I am Anjana Nair, parenting coach. Before I start up with the session on the importance of mindful parenting, I would first touch base upon who am I. You should be knowing, right, who the speaker is, why am I over here, and also about the responsibility, who all are responsible in parenting, and why the sessions are required these days. I will be touch basing on these points, and then we'll be starting with the session on the importance of mindful parenting. So, starting with my introduction, I am Anjana Nair, parenting coach from Ahmedabad, and I started my career in IT and was fortunate enough to work with companies like Wipro Technologies, Triley Solutions, Hofstra Technologies, and could work in IT for approx a decade. Though I was into leadership position, my passion to help others, motivated me to get certified as a parenting coach. You might be wondering why parenting coach and no other subject area expertise. It's because I'm a mother of a 22-month-old boy, and when I became a mother, I realized how effective parenting, how conscious parenting help you to bring out the best in your kid, help you to enhance your bond between you and your kid each passing day. Yes, each passing day. So here I am with the mission to help millions of parents in the entire world who are undergoing parenting struggles, who are frustrated, stressed, irritated, and they end up yelling on the kids unknowingly, unwantedly. They end up hitting their kid unknowingly, unwantedly, to help them with tips and tricks and solutions to make their parenting journey much easier, much happier, much effective, much developmental, much encouraging, and also making sure that their parenting experience, the bond between the parent and the kid, enhances each passing day. So it was all about me. So before I go into a session, I would like to know from you, what do you think, who are responsible इन पेरेंटिंग योर चाइल्ड, राइट? आइडली आप लोगों ने सुना होगा, जब बच्चा गलत करता है कुछ, या कुछ मिस्टेक करता है, गलत करता है, मिसचिफ करता है, तो वी हियर पीपल सेइंग, राइट, इसके माँ ने इसको अच्छा संस्कार नहीं दिए, इसके माँ ने इसको अच्छा सिखाया नहीं है. बट दैट इज अ कम्प्लीटली अ बिग नो इन पेरेंटिंग कंसेप्ट. पेरेंटिंग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ बोथ द बायोलॉजिकल पेरेंट्स. सिर्फ पापा या सिर्फ मम्मा सोचेंगे कि दिस आर माई पेरेंटिंग गोल्स, आई वॉन्ट टू ब्रिंग अप माई किड इन दिस वे, इट विल नॉट हैपन. It happens collectively, and there are others also that plays an important role in parenting. We call them as managing parents. Okay, managing parents, these people are nothing but they are grandparents, they are paternal uncle auntie, maternal uncle auntie, they can be elder sister, elder brother, they can be, for few parents that require extra help, they can be caretaker. So these all people contribute directly or indirectly in upbringing of your child, in upbringing of your child's mental health, in upbringing of your child's physical health. So when these people also contribute towards your child's upbringing, we call these people as managing parents. Why I am telling all these things is because if only a mother is attending this session, or only a father is attending this session, that will not help you to bring out the change in your, the parenting style, right? To bring out what you want from your kid, right? Easily and effectively. So take a moment of time, if possible, bring your spouse onto the session, bring your managing parents onto the session. If they cannot come right now, make sure at least they view this once they have some time. uh, Good evening to all who are commenting over here. Nirmala ma'am, Saudamini ma'am, Sonu ma'am. Good evening to all. So coming back to the topic of managing parents and biological parents, hope you are clear like who are responsible in parenting. They are biological parents as well as managing parents. Now coming to the question, like what do you think, does parenting plays an important role in upbringing of a child? Do you agree with me? If yes, then please type agree. If no, then I'm sure if I ask 100 parents out there, like, does parenting plays an important role in upbringing of a child, I will say, I am sure, and you will also agree with the fact that 100 parents will say yes, it plays an important role. But that's also a truth that each passing day, parenting has become, quite challenging. It has become quite complex with the changing time. You will agree with me on this fact as well. Apart from this, I would also like to tell that in our DNA, in our ancestors, it's been what we are practicing. We are practicing the parenting approach of carrot and stick. That is, do good, do bad, get bad. That's how we are practicing it. And but what happens even if we are trying to practice gentle parenting to bring up our kids, but unknowingly, unwantedly, we end up doing certain things that we don't want to do. We are even not aware about it, that we are contributing towards an ineffective parenting. Trust me, there is nothing as such good parent and bad parent. You all are doing an awesome job. You all are doing a wonderful job of bringing up your kids. But there's only one thing, that how effective is your parenting style, how mindfully you are doing your parenting, how consciously you are doing your parenting. Correct. In each subject area, if we consider about being a makeup artist, to engineers, to doctors, to businessmen, all of them undergo certain set of certification, certain set of studies, and then they are titled as doctors or businessman or makeup artist. Correct. And whenever, for example, if a kid is sick, we go to a doctor to get the best treatment out there, right? That's why here I am, a certified parenting coach, to educate you, to let you know the importance of effective parenting, the importance of conscious parenting, the importance of mindful parenting, the importance of encouraging parenting. So I hope you all are here with me, and I'm going to start the session. Mindful parenting is a vast topic, and I've tried to pick up a few important points and that you can implement in your day-to-day life, and can see wonders happening in your parenting journey. So if we talk about mindful parenting, the first point I would like to talk about is ignorance, right? If we consider the topic of not topic but situation of this pandemic, right? You all parents are doing an amazing job. You are doing work from home. You're trying to take care of household stuff. There is no household help available, and you're taking care of your kids as well. You're all doing a wonderful job. But have you ever realized when your children at your home, they rush to you with all their emotions? It can be high emotions, good emotions, it can be bad emotions. They might be requiring a hug from you. They want to show you something excitedly. But at that time, what do you end up doing? How do you react with your kid? By unconsciously, what you say if you're on a meeting or you're doing some work, what you reply to your kid, अरे यार इसे कोई देख लो, इसको प्लीज यहाँ से लेके जाओ, मैं बहुत important meeting में हूँ, मैं बहुत important काम कर रही हूँ, I cannot take care of him right now, please को जो भी है इसको प्लीज यहाँ से लेके जाओ, रूम से बाहर लेके जाओ. If we talk about a homemaker is also having lots of responsibilities, but उस टाइम पे अगर बच्चा मम्मी के पास आता है और बोलता है मम्मा मुझे कुछ बात करनी है, और जस्ट हाथ टॉडलर हो तो हाथ ऊपर करके बोलता है प्लीज मेरे को उठा लो, what we tend to do, no, I have lots of work, mother will ask in-laws or any caretaker कि प्लीज को लेके जाओ, मैं काम पे हूँ, मैं अभी नहीं कर सकती. Don't do that literally, because the kid is coming with all the emotions to you. The kid is taking the initiative to come to you, to talk to you, right? अगर आप अभी उसको एड्रेस नहीं करोगे देन लेटर ऑन आप यही बोलोगे कि मेरा बच्चा मुझसे कुछ शेयर नहीं करता, मेरा बच्चा मुझसे कुछ बात नहीं करता है, हम पूछते रह जाते हैं वो कुछ बोलता ही नहीं है. इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ दिस ओनली. यू आर ब्रिंगिंग द बॉन्ड बिटवीन द किड व्हेन दे आर द हाई इमोशंस, व्हेन दे रिक्वायर यू. Trust me, it doesn't take more than 30 to 60 seconds to address their emotions. No boss, no client, no, I mean, there is no one there who will not understand. Like, if you just buy 1 minute of time from your meeting, 1 minute time from your client, just to address the emotion. If you cannot listen to them, if you are running, if you're very much busy, at least borrow some time from your kid. Let the kid know, okay, I'm just working. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll get back to you. I'm on an important call. Give me 2 minutes. I'll get back to you. At least address your kid. And now I will tell you how, being mindful, you can inculcate good qualities in your kid. If you address your kids, if you take that 30 to 60 seconds of time, what you are doing over here is you are not stopping the kid to take the initiative. You're not stopping to the kid to engage with you. And what you're doing as a qualities, how you're inculcating good qualities in the kid. If you are a bit mindful about this, then you can inculcate the quality of taking initiative. You can inculcate the quality of being open-minded. You can inculcate the quality of being of socializing, of engaging. And don't you think that these three qualities contribute towards leadership qualities? Do you agree with me? This is required for a leader as well, right? So parents, respect their emotions. You are already doing good, but unknowingly somewhere, you end up ignoring your kid. Don't ignore them. Address their emotions. Take that 30 to 60 seconds of time. You will see wonders happening if you start doing this. It's coming to the next important point, that is to you all want your kids to be independent, right? कि मेरा बच्चा independent हो, मेरा बच्चा खुद से काम करे. But do you think you are contributing to the fact, that you are contributing to make the kid independent? I'll tell you, starting from buttoning the shirt, to doing the homework, to drinking a glass of water, to filling the water bottle, to drink a glass of milk, to do their homework, to take a bath, to tie their shoelace, they can do by themselves. Then why we are getting involved? I'm not saying not to do it for them, but if you feel that your kid can do it, if it is on the appropriate age, then allow them to do. What are the factors that unknowingly we are not contributing towards making your kid independent? One is कि मेरा बच्चा है, उसको मैं प्यार से पालूंगी, संभाल के रखूंगी, तकलीफ ना हो, हम ये सोचते हैं. Other factor is, अरे भाई कैब वाला आ गया है, जल्दी जल्दी मैं शूज बना देती हूँ, you're getting late to the school, I will feed you breakfast, I will feed you the milk, you don't do anything, I will button up your shirt, I will help you to wear the uniform. Not even help, you will put the uniform for the kid, right? And then you expect that the kid should be independent. Are you conscious about it, that whatever you are doing is correct, and correct parenting approach? Not correct, but effective parenting approach, right? So I agree to the fact that एक दिन में बच्चा सीख नहीं पाएगा, right? अगर बच्चा शू लेस बांधना नहीं आता है, तो teach him for first day, second day, third day, fourth day उसको खुद से करने का chance दीजिए. If you take 10 minutes कि 10 मिनट का time देती हूँ, at the 9th minute you can jump and help the kid. Trust me, not in 3 or 4 days, but in 1 month or 2 months, the kid will become independent to tie the shoelace, right? Plan one more solution is plan your routine. If you think कि मेरा बच्चा अकेले खाना खाता है, या अकेले शर्ट में बटन डालना चाहता है, या अकेले दूध पीना चाहता है, तो उसको इतना मिनट लग सकता है, तो plan your day accordingly. Make them sleep in that particular manner कि जल्दी सो जाए, थोड़ा आधा घंटा जल्दी सुबह उठ जाए, और उनको वो टाइम दीजिए खुद से करने के लिए, तभी वो इंडिपेंडेंट हो पाएंगे. Independence will never come if parents keep on doing things for the kid. You have to plan the routine accordingly, right? I hope you agree with me. I agree with this fact. So if you are conscious about this, then what you are doing, you are making your kid independent, that is there, but you are also making them responsible. So don't you think that the quality of being responsible is a quality of a leader, right? A leader has to be responsible, then only he or she would be able to achieve the goals. Small things, if you do it consciously, if you plan things, you can, the managing parents and the biological parents both can sit together and they can jot it down, right? Like, these are the expectations. I mean, my kid of this age can do these works by alone, so let's implement it, let's try to do that, right? It hardly take half an hour of time on weekend that you can plan things and start practicing it. Trust me, it will work. You know, if you don't do this, then what will happen, the impact is that when the kid is of age 12, he or she will be doing everything responsibly, which a kid of age 9 does. Does that what you want from your kid to do? Your kid to lag by 3 years in terms of independence, to do things independently? So be mindful in this case. Jot it down, whatever things according to the age appropriate he or she can do, and try to plan out the routine in a way that he or she can do his task by himself. And that's how you contribute towards making your kid an independent kid. I hope you all are with me. So next important point I would like to talk is about appreciation. So it's in our DNA that we always tend to see what is, you know, wrong in what is wrong. हम ऐसे करते हैं ना कि भाई तुमने ये गलत कर दिया, तुमको ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए, तुमको ऐसा करना चाहिए था, तुमने ये सही नहीं किया. Our brain is actually trained to see what is going wrong, but instead we have to train ourselves to see what is going right and appreciate the kid, appreciate the task. I tell you, as simple as that. अगर आप मीटिंग में हो, आप ऑफिस का काम कर रहे हो, या फिर एज ए टीचर आप सेशन ले रहे हो और आपका बच्चा वो 1 घंटा आपके पास नहीं आया है, डू यू गो एंड थैंक हिम कि तुम वो 1 घंटा नहीं आए, मतलब 1 घंटा तुमने डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया, यू हेल्प मी टू गिव माई सेशन, टू टेक माई मीटिंग वेरी इफेक्टिवली? क्या आप ये चीज़ एक्सप्रेस करते हो? You should express it. You should make him realize, make her realize that you have contributed towards something that you can do, that you were able to do effectively. इससे क्या होगा कि वो बच्चे के मन में रहेगा कि हाँ, मम्मी डैडी जब काम कर रहे हैं तो I have to be patient. मैं, अगर आप encourage करोगे, if you express your gratitude towards the kid, if you appreciate the kid, you know, वो mind में record हो जाता है उनका कि भाई हाँ, मैं अगर ऐसे behave करूँगा या करूँगी तो मुझे appreciation मिलता रहेगा. ये this is the correct thing that I have to do. Right? This is the one thing. Another example I would like to give, जो हम लोग idly, unknowingly, unwantedly कर जाते हैं. For example, if your kid has helped you to put up the dishes in the kitchen, right? And we as a parent, as a mother or father, what we do end up saying is that if we see an empty water bottle over there, okay, on the kitchen platform, what we do actually, we will say कि तुमने अभी तक पानी नहीं भरा, पानी पीते हो, तुम बॉटल में पानी नहीं भरते हो. We will not appreciate what the kid did for us, but we will see what the kid has not done for us. That is completely wrong. Be conscious, be mindful, start thinking what kids are doing, that small things, small right things that they do. Appreciate them with a reason. They should know why they are being appreciated. That is also very important. Okay, so in this case where I've talked about the water bottle scenario, right, you can ask your kid, you can appreciate your kid, thank you for helping mama or dada for, putting up the dishes. And regarding the water bottle, you can say, okay, I will do one thing today on the dinner time or lunch time. I will talk to all the family members that whenever they drink water from the fridge, and if they find the bottle half empty or completely empty, then they have to fill the bottle and keep it inside the fridge. So you are not educating only your kid, or you're asking not only your kid to do this particular task. You're educating all the family members, and with this, what is happening? You are inculcating the value of teamwork, the importance of working collaboratively, the importance of teamwork, right? So that's how each and every action that we do, if we do it mindfully, we do consciously, we can inculcate good qualities in your kid. You agree with me, right? Okay, so that's what about appreciation. And if I talk about this, right, there's a beautiful approach. That's a modern approach. That is known as a war and ignore approach, where they talk about appreciation and the ignorance part. What we have to ignore and what we have to appreciate. That's an entire different topic. But I would suggest you to go and you can buy a book on Amazon that is Veiled and Parenting by Ken Blanchard. It's a beautiful book. Even this Veiled concept has also been used in leadership training, to get the best out of the leaders. So you can purchase online this book. You can go through it. It's a very beautiful book. If not, you can just I share my number after this session. You can ping me. I can share a glimpse of about the award ignore approach that you can implement on your kids in your parenting style, and that will also give wonders to you. Okay, I can share that link. I have given a session on that previously, so I can share that link to you. Okay. Now coming to the most important point, okay, that we actually miss during our, we do it unknowingly, unwantedly, unexpectedly. That is anger, right? किसी को कंट्रोल होता है अपने गुस्से पे? ऑफ कोर्स नहीं होता है, राइट? सो माई सजेशन ओवर हियर इज लाइक जब भी हम गुस्से में होते, व्हेन वी आर इन आवर एंगर, व्हेन वी आर एट मोस्ट इमोशंस, हाई इमोशंस, वी डोंट नो व्हाट वी आर डूइंग. Our actions are not in control, our speech is not in control, and we end up doing something that we don't want to do it actually, right? ऐसा होता होगा आपके साथ, and then you later feel guilty about it कि मैंने ऐसा क्यों किया. अब ये सिचुएशन को आप बच्चे के सामने रख के देखो, बच्चा आपको देख रहा है, आप गुस्से में हो, एंड आई एम श्योर, वी कैन नॉट प्रेडिक्ट एनीथिंग कि आपका बच्चा यही इसी तरह से बिहेव करेगा. देयर माइट बी सर्टेन सिचुएशन सर्कमस्टेंसेस वेयर अ किड माइट हैव ended up doing something that you have not even imagined. But what we do it, we react, we burst out. हम गुस्सा एकदम निकाल देते हैं. हम गुस्से में क्या करते, क्या बोलते, हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं रहता है. And when we cool down, right, हम शांत हो जाते हैं, तब हम सोचते हैं कि भाई मुझे ऐसा नहीं बोलना चाहिए था, मुझे ऐसा बोलना चाहिए था, राइट? मैंने ये क्या कर दिया. इससे क्या कर रहे हो आप? इससे आप इस तरीके से बिहेव करने से यू आर अगेन वीकनिंग योर बॉन्ड बिटवीन यू एंड द किड. हाँ, दिस इज वन थिंग. अनदर इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग इज दैट children model their parents. Okay, children model their parents. So if you are angry, if you burst out your anger, if you bang your door in front of them, if you shout on in front of them, if you throw things in front of them, then what do you think what you are teaching your kid? Children are very good observer, and they can easily catch this behavior, and then you will end up complaining that कि मेरा बच्चा तो बहुत गुस्सा करता है, पता नहीं क्यों ऐसे करता है, कहाँ से सीख कर आया है. कहीं से सीख कर नहीं आया है. He has observed you at any point of time. It may or may not be in front of your kids, it may or may not be towards your kids, but अगर आप किसी और फैमिली मेंबर के साथ भी ऐसे बिहेव करते हो तो ऑब्वियसली बच्चा भी वही देखेगा और वही बिहेव करेगा. So be mindful about it. Be mindful. And I would like to talk about an interesting fact that you will agree with me that when you are angry, right? When you are at your high emotions, does your mind allow to accept anything, any logic? उस टाइम पे कोई आपको समझाने जाए कि भाई इसकी वजह से हुआ था या इसकी वजह से ये सिचुएशन आया है, आपका माइंड कभी एक्सेप्ट कर पाएगा उस सिचुएशन को? नहीं कर पाएगा. बिकॉज when we are at most anger, when we are at the high emotions, nothing goes inside our mind. Right? You agree with me. Similarly, if the same thing happens to your kid, जरूर obviously आपके बच्चे tantrums घर में करते होंगे, right? And उस टाइम पे आप जाके समझाते हो कि नहीं हमें ऐसे नहीं करना चाहिए, मम्मा इसलिए बोल रही है, डैडी इसलिए बोल रहे हैं, and we try to explain logic at that point of time. Whether it's a toddler, whether it's a middle schooler, whether it's a teenager, we try to do the same thing. And what happens? Things get worsen up, right? ना वो agreement में आते हैं और उनको या फिर forcefully हम लोग agreement में लेके आते हैं, right? And again that will create that will weaken your bond. That we do it unknowingly. So please don't try to explain the logic when your kid is at their utmost high emotions. When they are angry, when they are showing their tantrum, be with them. Be with them. You can hug them. You can make sure that they're not hurting them out of anger. Just be with them. And similarly, when you are also angry, be calm. I know it's इट्स यू माइट बी थिंकिंग कि भाई ये वही बता रही है गुस्सा कंट्रोल करो, इतना इजी नहीं है. आई अग्री, गुस्सा करना इजी नहीं है, बट देयर आर सर्टेन फैक्ट्स लाइक यू कैन काउंट 5 4 3 2 1, यू कैन काउंट 1 to 100. गो टू रूम के अंदर चले जाओ, आराम से दरवाजा बंद करो, रूम के अंदर चले जाओ, गाना सुनो, सॉफ्ट म्यूजिक सुनो. ये सब करोगे तो आई मीन यू आर टीचिंग योर किड टू बी पेशेंट एंड टू बी calm in such situations, right? In such unexpected situations. And I would like to give one more suggestion or one more advice in this part. You have observed fan जब चलता है, fan क्यों चलता है? Because of electrical energy. Water flows because of kinetic energy. Windmill rotates because of wind energy. So if your mind needs to be mindful, if your mind needs to work, the mind requires some energy, right? आपका जो मोबाइल फोन है वो तभी चलता है जब उसमें चार्ज होता है. अगर आप 5 मिनट चार्ज करोगे तो वो एक पूरा दिन चल नहीं पाएगा. यू नो दैट यू हैव टू चार्ज द मोबाइल, 100% होना चाहिए तभी मेरा आधा दिन चलेगा. Similarly, your mind requires that energy to function mindfully, right? To think positively, to think consciously, right? So for that, what I recommend to my clients, to parents is that, and even I practice it, that every day once you get up, at least practice 10 minutes of meditation. And if you say me that your entire day is so busy कि वो 10 मिनट में निकल नहीं सकता हमारे लिए, तो मैं तो ये रिकमेंड करूंगी, just as Sister Shivani says, during her Brahma Kumari sessions, that if you are very much busy the entire day, then make sure that you do meditation for half an hour, because your mind has to function entire day. The mind is, if you're stressful, if you're frustrated, then the mind has to work mindfully, work consciously, and the mind requires the energy. तो energy कहाँ से आएगा? जब energy नहीं होगा, then what will happen? हम लोग we react in a way that we don't want to, and then we feel guilty about it. Okay, so parents, I think you are with me. This is a very important aspect, to control your anger, to control your emotions. I mean, if you at least start practicing consciously, I'm dead sure कि अगर 10 बार ऐसा सिचुएशन आता है तो आप 8 बार तो कंट्रोल कर ही सकते हो अपने एंगर को, right? You would be showing, you would be inculcating the value of being calm, the value of being patient in such situations, right? And don't you think that this contribute towards the quality of leadership? Don't you think, right? And even when your mind is calm, when your mind is patient, then only great ideas click, right? Even you agree with me, right? So that's how you can inculcate these habits of leadership. And one more thing I missed in the appreciation part was that what values you can inculcate when you start appreciating your kid is that they'll start seeing good in others. They're just like us, what was there in our DNA, what we used to do, like we start we automatically, our mind sees, we see to wrong things. We are converting that complete aspect, the complete approach, and we're educating our kid to see good in others, right? And personally, when you encourage your kid, right, when you appreciate your kid, you are encouraging your kid. When you express gratitude towards your kid, you are helping the kid to understand the self-worthiness, and to repeat the actions again and again, right? That's what you're inculcating. And don't you think these factors of encouraging, motivating, seeing good in others, even I shared about teamwork, the water bottle example, all these contribute towards a good leadership, right? Traits. Don't you agree with me? So just being mindful on these particular aspects, we can definitely inculcate good values in kids. Another aspect I would like to, yes, Swapnali ji, I agree with you that, patience is the key over here in this pandemic especially. And when things have to be done all by the parents, by themselves, starting from work from home till, the household stuff and managing kids, our brain requires energy, to act mindfully. So that's very much important. Coming to another aspect of mindful parenting, where we unexpectedly, what we do is that is comparison, राइट कभी कभार हम लोग ना चाहते हुए भी अपने बच्चे को कंपेयर करते हैं उनके सिबलिंग के साथ, उनके सराउंडिंग फ्रेंड्स के साथ. वी अनइंटेंशनली वी स्टार्ट कंपेयरिंग, एंड इट्स बीइंग फॉलोड फ्रॉम माय एंसेस्टर्स. कंपैरिजन तो कब से चला आ रहा है. एंड agree, many of the parents, they are very much mindful about this, but many of them are not mindful about it. I tell you, अगर आपका बच्चा 20 में से 18 मार्क लेके आता है तो what does parents do? 2 मार्क कहाँ चले गए तुम्हारे, right? ऐसा होता है ना. And even they say कि भाई तुम्हारे फ्रेंड को कितने मार्क्स मिले, and if he or she says कि उसको 20 से 20 मिला है, 20 out of 20 मिला है, then what will your response would be कि उसको पूरे मार्क्स आ सकते, तुम्हें क्यों नहीं आ सकते? That's how we do it. We do it unconsciously. We want our kid to become, big personalities, to be good in their career, to achieve, good milestones in their life. But we do it for that. But unknowingly, unwantedly, we are actually demotivating your kid, right? A very simple example is that if your kid is not good in maths, and your kid is putting efforts, right? Putting efforts to improve himself, and you are also putting efforts to guide him. Tuitions लगवा दिया है, सब कुछ कर रहा है, और तो भी उसको 20 में से 10 नंबर आते हैं, right? don't disappoint him. Don't say that कि इतना कुछ करवाने के बावजूद भी तुम्हें इतने कम मार्क्स क्यों आते हैं. Appreciate the effort, appreciate the loyalty, appreciate the dedication he's putting to to improve his maths, right? Being an adult, you can very well understand, हम जब corporates में काम करते हैं, right? We work for the entire year. We work for loyally, dedicatedly, 24/7, हमेशा available रहते हैं, अपना best देते हैं, right? And जब appraisals आता है तो वी गेट डीमोटिवेटेड, राइट? कभी उस पर अगर बॉस ने कंपेयर भी कर लिया कि योर कलीग डिड अ वेरी गुड जॉब, बी लाइक योर कलीग, एंड देन यू विल बी एबल टू रीच देयर. What do you think? You would be motivated to become like that colleague? No, right? What thought comes into your mind? Switch the job. So that kid who is undergoing this pressure or undergoing this period, क्या वो स्विच कर सकता है पेरेंट्स को? नहीं कर सकता, राइट? ही और शी हैज टू बी विद द पेरेंट, राइट? सो बी माइंडफुल अबाउट दिस. अगर बच्चा एफर्ट्स डाल रहा है, आपको पता है वो मेहनत कर रहा है, तो उसको अप्रिशिएट करो, उसको मोटिवेट करो. इफ ही इज स्कोरिंग 12 आउट ऑफ 20, लेट हिम नो लाइक यू आर डूइंग गुड, यू आर ऑन द करेक्ट पाथ. Keep putting the same efforts. You will make wonders in your journey. Keep appreciating. And here I would also like to add one point. Ideally हम लोग क्या करते हैं, बच्चा अगर रैंक ला रहा हो, अच्छा पढ़ भी रहा हो, so do we give importance कि हम बार बार उसको अप्रिशिएट करते हैं? हम सोचते कि भाई नंबर ला रहा है, मार्क्स ला रहा है, that's good, right? But we don't realize that अगर हम लोग अप्रिशिएट करना छोड़ देंगे तो बच्चा बाद में, कैन यू गारंटी कि वो 5 साल बाद भी उतना ही एफर्ट्स डालेगा इन एनी एरिया, वेदर इट कैन बी एनी एक्टिविटी, वेदर इट कैन बी सब्जेक्ट, एनी सब्जेक्ट्स, क्या वो उतना ही एफर्ट्स डालेगा? नहीं, राइट? वो डीमोटिवेट भी हो सकता है. एंड दैट्स द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ अप्रिसिएशन. ओके, so coming back to the comparison point, Jyoti ji, I actually agree with you that marks are not important, behavior is important, and that's why we're talking about this mindful parenting. The ultimate goal is that we have to inculcate good qualities in your kid. Whatever parenting style we adopt, we follow, that will help in bringing up the good quality, a good human being once they turn out to be adult. All the parents are putting the efforts, right? So coming to the comparison point, so if you instead of comparing with the other kids, right, if you start motivating him to do better, like he's doing better, motivate him that he's doing better, encourage him. What qualities you are inculcating in your kid? What qualities you're inculcating? The qualities of self betterment. You are inculcating the quality of confidence, because आप बार बार अगर उसको बोलते हो कि तुम अच्छा नहीं कर रहे हो, तो उसका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल गिर जाएगा. But if you encourage him, if you keep on motivating him, if you teach him self betterment, then he will be confident, right? He will be motivated, and these all factors again contribute towards good qualities and good leadership qualities, right? So that's how it is about the comparison part. Now going to the another important aspect that we do unknowingly, that is about the labeling part. Okay, labeling. I should not use these words online over here in this platform, but I am sorry, I am using this because I want to educate you that you should not use these words. We end up saying sometimes at our house कि ये बंदर की तरह कूदता रहता है, ये गधा है या ये गधी है. I'm sorry, I'm using this word, I should not use it, but we actually unknowingly we address kids with such labels and many more. इसके अलावा भी काफी कुछ हम बोलते हैं, right? So what do you think? If you keep on telling such words to your kids, I mean, then it starts entering into the kid's subconscious mind, okay? And then the kid, what does he do, or what does she think that मैं तो गधी हूँ या मैं तो गधा ही हूँ, मैं कभी घोड़ा नहीं बन सकता. He can become a घोड़ा later on, in you know, the time period will take much more time as compared to others, but don't do that. ऐसे क्यों करना है आपको? ऐसा नहीं करना है. Another important factor is कि जब आपका बच्चा low confidence low है और he is not socializing much, he is quite introvert, parents get tensed about it कि confidence lose कर रहा है, पढ़ाई में अच्छा नहीं है, and what you end up doing is you go and you talk about this particular situation about your kid to your relatives or to the surroundings, and then these people start building up the perception that इनका बच्चा, शर्मा जी का बच्चा तो ऐसे ही है, वो पढ़ाई में पीछे ही है, उसमें तो कॉन्फिडेंस ही नहीं है, वो किसी से बात ही नहीं करता है. When people start thinking in a way, again the kid will start accepting that कि मैं ऐसा ही हूँ. वो फिर नहीं सोचेगा कि मैं इससे अच्छा हो सकता हूँ. वो हो सकता है, but there should be some life changing experience that he or she has to undergo, and then he or she might change, right? That's something that you have to stop doing it. If you're actually worried about your kid, if some problem you're finding in your kid, I would suggest to read the parenting books, to read the experts, to reach the experts, to reach the child coaches, to reach the parenting coaches who can actually help you to bring out, to solve the problem of your kid, right? As I said, you can read the books as well, books on parenting that can also guide you to come out of it. And rather than labeling these terms, using the labels or talking about this problem to to your surroundings, and the kid will start behaving and accepting that I am like this only. So with this concept, what you are teaching your kid, if you avoid labeling your kid, you are teaching your kid to how to be respectful, how to respect others. You are inculcating the quality of respecting others, right? So this also contributes towards leadership quality. Leader को हर एक को respect करना जरूरी है, पूरे team को respect करना जरूरी है, right? Then only the team will see him as leader, right? So that's very important. So this was about the few concepts, few areas which I took about the mindful parenting, and I lately have started sharing few tips or a tip or a trick in the end of the session. So I'm going to share one tip to you that is a secret to you to enhance your bond between your kid and you. That's my mission as well. So I'll tell you that tip, that is talking is the key. Yeah, talking is the key. Now you might be wondering कि अंजना नायर क्या बोल रही है कि talking तो हम लोग करते ही है, बात तो हम करते ही है, इसमें ऐसा कौन सा tip share कर दिया, right? So when you see yourself as talking, I'm sure I'll tell you what to talk to your kids, okay? बेटा आज होमवर्क में क्या क्या है, आज स्कूल में क्या कराया है, आज टीचर ने कौन सा एक्टिविटी कराया आपसे, आज स्कूल में कौन कौन आया था, तुम्हारी फ्रेंड आई थी क्या, तुम्हें खाने में ये अच्छा लगा क्या, तुम खाने पे क्या खाओगे, तुम किसके साथ बाहर गए थे, कौन कौन आ रहा है आउटिंग पे, तुम कहाँ जा रहे हो. यू अग्री विथ मी, हमारा यूजुअली कन्वर्सेशन क्वेश्चंस के फॉर्म में होता है. वी प्रोब देम बाय आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस इंस्टेड ऑफ टॉकिंग टू देम. एंड व्हेन आई से टॉकिंग टू देम, I mean sharing with them, sharing your experiences with them, sharing your routine with them, right? अगर as an adult अगर मुझे रोज क्वेश्चन पूछता है कोई, तो what I will do, मतलब मैं फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाऊंगी कि ये रोज मुझे एक ही क्वेश्चन क्यों पूछता है, and I will stop responding to that person, right? And I'm sure काफी पेरेंट्स यहाँ पे होंगे जो बोलते हैं कि हमें पूछते पर भी बच्चा रिप्लाई नहीं करता कि स्कूल में क्या कराया है, या ओपन अप द डायरी और सी द व्हाट्सएप स्कूल में क्या कराया, क्या होमवर्क है. ऑब्वियसली वो बच्चा फ्रस्ट्रेट हो ही जाता है इतने क्वेश्चंस के साथ. If you want to build a connection, if you want your kid to come forward and talk to you about their school experiences, what teacher taught him, with whom they are going, with what they did in the entire day. So first of all, you have to start your routine with them, start your experiences with them, start sharing your childhood experiences with them. If you have a teenager kids, start sharing about teenager your experience as teenager, what was it, and you can share that to your teenager kid, right? And when you see that when your kid is good in some activity or some sports or some game, then try to google it, try to learn about it and talk to the kid about it, right? उनको भी मालूम पड़ेगा कि उनको भी अच्छा लगेगा कि मम्मी डैडी इंटरेस्ट दिखा रहे हैं इस पे, and they will start talking more about you. I can bet you if it's about toddler or middle schooler, 5 या 6 दिन में और मैक्सिमम 15 days में you can see the difference if you start at least talking to them 20 minutes a day. Each parent 20 minutes a day. आप बात करना चालू करो and see the difference. If I talk about teenagers को obviously थोड़ा surprising लगेगा. They would be astonished कि मम्मी डैडी को एकदम से क्या हो गया है कि मुझसे सब शेयर करने लग गए, right? They will start thinking about in a different way. They might also end up ignoring you, but don't stop. Be consistent. आप अपनी कोशिश जारी रखना, because what you are doing over here is at the end of a month he or she will also start coming to you and sharing things to you. And the other important factor is that whenever your teenager is in some trouble, or teenager में hormonal changes कितना होता है, vast changes होता है hormonals का, they even don't know why they are angry, why they are sad, why they are happy, उनको पता नहीं चलता, right? So at least at that point of time उनको ये रहेगा, उनको share करना हो तो they can count on their parents, because parents are talking to them, they are sharing things to them. तो in their back of the mind उनको ऐसा रहता ही है कि मम्मी डैडी तो है, कुछ problem होगा तो I can go back to them. That's the benefit out of it, right? So start practicing this thing 20 minutes a day, right? 20 minutes a day. Talk to your kid and see wonders happening in your parenting approach, parenting style, the connection you would be making with your kid. And when I talk about the connection, I'll give you one example, okay? हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ, अगर दोनों में कनेक्शन नहीं होगा तो क्या हम एक दूसरे का सुनेंगे कभी? नहीं, राइट? वी एंड अप विद आर्ग्यूमेंट्स. अगर कनेक्शन नहीं है, वो बॉन्ड नहीं है, इफ हस्बैंड वांट्स वाइफ टू डू सर्टेन थिंग्स सर्टेन मैनर, वो नहीं मानेगी, एंड वाइस वर्सा. You agree with me on this fact? It can be any relation. जहाँ पे connection नहीं हो तो हम क्यों सुनना चाहेंगे? So if you want your kid to be polite, to be on the way that you want them to grow, then start communicating with them, build the connection with them, and then try to correct them. उसके अलावा अगर आप चाहते हो कि मेरा बच्चा इस तरीके से चलना चाहिए या इस तरीके से मैं सुधारूंगी, या this is the correct approach I want him to adapt or her to adapt, it will not work because you miss the connection between you and the kid, right? So I'm sharing the second tip over here, that is communicate with your kid, connect with your kid, and then correct your kid. So hope you all are there. You all are there with me with the session, and yes, I hope that you can. I am able to give some value towards your parenting approach, parenting style. Start following this. Be mindful, be conscious. Start practicing the meditation. Every day, 20 minutes and half an hour. You can practice it. And these 2 tips. It's for all the age group children. 2 tips: talking for 20 minutes a day, sharing your experiences, and second thing is communicate with them, connect with them, and then correct them. So I would be sharing my number on the comment box. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can reach out to me. I will be happy to help you. And enjoy parenting. Parenting is a beautiful journey. Happy parenting. Thank you so much for your time. Happy Tuesday evening.